this is your first time to my channel, my name's Elizabeth, and welcome to my channel. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe so you get these notifications that I posted a new video. So today I am going to be talking about my conversion story, becoming Mormon. So this, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. So this started about 5, almost 6 years ago, and I was just off to college, and I had gone to Troy University. So I was down there, and they had missionaries walking around campus and riding their bikes around town, because Troy is a very, very small town. So there was missionaries like on campus and stuff, and I started talking to them because like they were walking with me to class one day, like we were walking in the same direction. So I started to talk to them, and they were like, "Oh, we would love to meet with you. We would love to get to know you, teach you about the gospel, and see like know your background and see like everything." And so I met with them a couple of times, and then I got like I had gone through like the lessons and stuff, and I got to the point where they were like, "Do you feel ready to be baptized?" And I was like, I still had some reservations at that moment in time. So I like stepped back and I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and pray about it, and from there I will see in what path Heavenly Father wants to send me. So I like stopped meeting with them, and then I moved. And so when I moved, I didn't really I was thinking about it, and then it just left my mind, like completely left my mind. So I moved up to Birmingham for like 5 months, and then I moved to Auburn about almost 4.5 years ago. Almost, I don't remember if that's correct. It's all a blur. Anyways, so I moved to Auburn. Well, when I moved to Auburn, there was the sister missionaries that I was at my cousin's apartment, and they were looking for somebody else because they were going to do a lesson with somebody else. And that person wasn't there, so they saw my cousin and I standing outside talking and all this kind of stuff, and we exchanged numbers, and I didn't end up meeting with them but once, because I was working all the time, I was in school, and so it was like kind of hard to get that schedule worked out. So I stepped back. It was like 2 years, yeah, almost 2 years since I've like talked to sister missionaries. Well, back in August of this year, 2017, I went on to Mormon.org because I had thought about it, prayed about it, because after those missionaries came, like I found my Book of Mormon and I started to read it, and then I started to do all of these, like started to research it more and more, and like found different things, and I prayed about it, and I asked Heavenly Father to like show me which way to go, and to show me a sign that this is something that's right. Well, of course, he showed me that it was the right path to choose. So I went on Mormon.org and I said, chat with the missionaries. So when I went to chat with the missionaries, I got these two sister missionaries online, and at first, I guess it was the connection, or it was more of like I was taking so long for talk because I was doing other things while I was doing it, and so I think like the connection just was lost. So then I finished what I was doing, and I like closed it down and opened it back up. And when I went to open it back up, I chatted with the missionaries again. Well, of course, I got two different sister missionaries, and they were very sweet. But the thing that threw me off was that they used their first names, which normally sister missionaries don't use their first name. They use their surname. And so when I saw that, I was a little bit confused. Like, I made sure I was on the right website, and so when I did that, I messaged them, and I said, hey, I have a question. Like, how do I join the church? Like, what do I need to do? How do I go about this? And they asked me questions of how did you hear about the church? Well, backtracking to when I was at Troy University, I have a friend who is part of the LDS church, and back in that time, like, I asked her about it, like, I talked to her about it and all this kind of stuff. Well, then we like went our separate ways. She got married, had kids, or had a kid, and now she's having another one, which is so exciting. And so I reconnected with her, and I said, hey, I have connected with the sister missionaries. This is my plan. Like, I'm in it right now. Like, I'm in it to win it, as I think those are the words that I said. But I like started talking to her, like asking her questions that I had, and so we're still good friends today. And so we talk about different things. So anyways, I got connected with the sister missionaries that are here in Auburn, and they are the sweetest girls ever. Like, they're very sweet, very nice. They're very funny too. So I met with them on August 23rd, and they asked me about myself. They asked about all of that kind of stuff. So when they did that, like, I told them like my background, and I told them that I did know about the church. Like, I had talked to other sister missionaries in Troy, and so I wanted to start the journey to be baptized. And so they were like, oh my gosh, that's so great. Like, we're so excited for you and all this kind of stuff. So we started the lessons, and so basically when you go and meet with sister missionaries, they like start lessons with you, and so they go over these like pamphlets. So they give you these pamphlets, and so there's like 6 of them, and so yeah, they give you all of these pamphlets, and it's a piece of gum just fell out of one of them. But anyways, they give you all of these like pamphlets and stuff, and it's like the restoration of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the gospel of Jesus Christ, the plan of salvation, the word of wisdom, the law of chastity, and tithing and fast offerings. So it's like all of these little pamphlets that they give you, and they're really cool. Like, I like to go back and read them, and so when I do, like, I get a better understanding, which I know all about these because sister missionaries are great at teaching. So I have those pamphlets, and I keep up with them because I like to read back over them. Anyways, so I met with them, and the Book of Mormon that I had was very, very like tattered and old. It just, there was pages that were like bent, and I didn't really know exactly everything. Like, it had scribbles in it and all my questions and stuff, which is good, and I still have it. but they gave me a new book of the Book of Mormon, and so like this one I have things that I've like underlined. If you can see that, if it will let me focus it. Come on, there it goes. So I have like scriptures underlined in there, and I have like pages that are marked, and so I have read the book of, sorry, my nose is running. So I have read the Book of Mormon a couple of times, and I also have the Book of Mormon app on my phone, and it has everything, like if it will focus. So like if I go back here, it has like all the books and stuff, and so like you can click on, I think I just clicked on Second Nephi, and like it has all of the chapters in it, and like on the good thing about this is if I just click on a random chapter, it's like down here you see the play button that like you can play and it'll talk to you. So I like to do this on like car rides, and if I'm just like sitting at home doing a little bit of homework, like nothing too like strenuous, like I have to focus on, like I'll put my headphones in and I'll listen to the Book of Mormon, because it's always good, especially in like hard times. I know that I like to turn to the scriptures, and sometimes I will look up like quotes and stuff on like Google, and so when I look up quotes and stuff, it's more about like what's happening that day. So like if I'm feeling down, or if I'm feeling like I need just some answers or something or whatever, like that's I go through that process, and I will like post it and like talk and all this kind of stuff. So I also love I have my Book of Mormon, and then we have like I have, it's called the Gospel Library, and so when I have the Gospel Library, which shows all of like the Old Testament, New Testament, Book of Mormon, Doctrines and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. And so I have all of the books. I mean, I have the quad, but that thing is heavy to carry. Well, it's not really, it's just a bug to carry because it's so big. Unlike the Book of Mormon, which is fairly small and it fits in your purse, and the quad, like you have to have an extra big purse to carry it around in. And so I love it on my phone because I take my phone with me everywhere. So even if I don't take the physical Book of Mormon with me to, let's say I'm going on a vacation, or I'm going to like a friend's house or whatever, I have it on my phone, so I know that I have it when I need it. With that, I was baptized on September 23rd of this year. So I have my little program for my baptism, and so it basically is just, it has a song in the back that we sing, and so I'm gonna make a scrapbook because I have a couple of these, and so this is like my baptism day. And I was baptized on the Focus camera on the 23rd of September, and it was, I can tell you guys, it was the best day of my entire life, because I knew that making that choice to be baptized was a big step in my life. And I know that there's a lot of people that don't necessarily agree with the Mormon beliefs, and they don't agree with things that they do or that we do, and that's fine and dandy because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I know that this was right, and I know that I chose the right path in my spiritual journey. So on my baptism day, I got my, it's called, I don't know if you can tell. I gotta see if my camera will focus. Focus, little camera. Let me see if I can take it off. So I got my, it's called you can't even see it. This is frustrating. But anyways, I got this ring, and on this ring it has CTR, which means choose the right. So I always wear my ring, always have it on, and it's a spinner ring. So a lot of my friends get mad at me because I'll just sit there and I'll spin it, so it makes this little noise. Also, the sister missionaries made this wonderful book that says My Adventure Book, which is one of my favorite Disney movies is Up, and I told them that, and they were very resourceful, and they got this paper from like Goodwill and stuff, and then this leather part is made out of an old bag that they had, like that they use like to carry stuff around, and it was just breaking, so they made it with, that's what they made out of it. And then the little string things right here is made out of a belt, I believe. And so then there's just things that they wrote me and things that everybody wrote. Uh-oh, I don't want that to fall out. And so, oh, I just dropped it. So then there's like I told you, there's things that they wrote, and I'm gonna flip to a page where there's nothing on there because I don't want to show my personal letters. But this side has a like page where I can put photos in it, and I haven't gotten around to can't even talk. I haven't gotten around to printing out my baptism pictures to put in here. And then there's other blank pages that I can write stuff in. So I have my letters at the front, and then I have my like pages that I can write ideas down. So I chose to become part of the LDS church, so I'm officially a Mormon, and I have loved every single day of it since the day that I first met the sister missionaries. And when I realized that there was a branch building, which is basically a smaller version of like well, it's the same size. All of our churches are the same size, but, well, mostly, but it's more along the lines of like, where I go it's called a branch building, and it's a YSA branch, which means that it's the young single adults. So it's just all college students around the area. And so it's great, and I absolutely love it. Everybody's been so welcoming and so nice, and I mean, I have made some great friends, and I'm super excited to continue this journey with them. And I can't wait till I'm like, I don't know, where I've like made it a year, which is not really, it's gonna fly by, but when I made it a year. So I'm super, super glad that I took this step. So if you guys have any questions or want to know anything, I kind of know this video was like scattered, or hopefully it wasn't. But if you guys have any questions or anything, or want to know anything about why, like if you want to know more in depth of why, or have any questions, just put them in the comments down below, or find me on Instagram or Twitter and just message me, and I will answer any questions that I can. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.